Now, this is a story all about how we lost David Montgomery and he went down. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I tell you why the Detroit Lions should maybe sign Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I tried, man. That was like 3 or 4 takes, man. But listen, saw this earlier today, and I really didn't think anything of it because at this moment, we didn't know that anything was wrong with David Montgomery. But then it comes out from Adam Schefter several hours ago, earlier this afternoon, that the Chiefs have released former first-round pick Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He announced, meaning he being on, he announced his own departure. Now, I know what you're saying. And so this happened maybe around the same time. So we did know about Monty, but I think I was just so into Monty, like, yo, maybe I didn't see anything. I think, you know what, now that I think about it, I think I did see this, but I was like, it just went over my head, man. I was just so kind of saddened at all the bad news that's coming out from Detroit after yesterday's loss against the Buffalo Bills. But might this be a thing that the Detroit Lions could do? Now, I know what you're saying. Yes, we got Sione Vaki. Yes, we got Craig Reynolds. Yes, we got Jamar Jefferson. But we're going to need a guy. Let's say we bring Jamar Jefferson from the practice squad to the active roster. We're going to need a running back on the practice squad. And yeah, Clyde could be poached, but he's not the same running back he was in year 2. Now, here's the irony about this whole situation. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is part of that J.K. Dobbins draft, that DeAndre Swift draft. He went right before DeAndre did in the first round, and then DeAndre went early in the second. And all of those running backs, J.K. Dobbins is kind of having a resurgence, but all of those running backs from like the first couple of picks, the first 3 running backs taken, I believe, have all disappointed. And like I said, there is not a single signing that the Detroit Lions can make that we would be upset. Now, Clyde Edwards-Helaire has not played this year. He had an incident that I don't know what happened. It happened back in college. He had PTSD from it, and he wind up being on the non-football injury list to start the season. He was signed, but brought off that list in the middle of October and never saw the field this year for the Kansas City Chiefs. I believe they had Summers, a running back that kind of came out of nowhere. I think this guy was undrafted. They signed Kareem Hunt. When Pacheco went down, they got Pacheco back. They don't have any room anymore for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And like I said, at this point, we lost David Montgomery for the season, all but official. We need to bring in anyone. And I just literally was talking about a guy that there were no free agents that could come in. Clyde Edwards, like I said, there is no bad signing that the Detroit Lions can make. Now, we know what he's done in this year, which has been nothing. But what has he done in his career? Well, not too much. I mean, he kind of reminds me of DeAndre Swift. Had his rookie season was his first season, obviously, right? What was his best season? Coming off of we don't need this guy. It ain't like we asking him to be the lead running back. We got Jahmyr Gibbs for that. He got 15 carries. That's not too bad, man. 15 carries. He played 15 games back in 2023, had 70 carries, averaged 3.2 a carry. Guess what? That's what we averaged yesterday against the Buffalo Bills. That's all we need from that guy. We don't need a ton. I'm not asking him to carry the load. We got Jahmyr Gibbs. We got Craig Reynolds. We got Sione Vaki. We got Jamar Jefferson. We need bodies. And if we need Clyde to come in, he could come in and do his thing. So I would sign him. I would pick him up in a minute off waivers. Now, here's the thing. Will he clear waivers? Here is his 5th-year option was declined. Let me blow this up. His 5th-year option was declined by the Kansas City Chiefs. What they did is they wind up signing him to a 1-year, $1.7 million this year. He had a base salary of $1.25 million, a bonus of $200,000, a workout bonus of $100,000, and a cap hit of 16. So he is not going to be that much. And I'm very curious to know if there is a team that is going to take a chance on a guy who has not seen a snap in a regular season game this year, or will he clear waivers? Odell Beckham Jr. cleared waivers today, and he wasn't making any money. So it's very possible that Clyde Edwards-Helaire could either drop down to the Detroit Lions or clear waivers indeed. Now, would you sign him? I don't know. Would I sign him? Absolutely. No doubt about it. We need all the help we can get. What I would do is he came back from, it's not like that PTSD incident kept him out all season. He came back. It just was no room for him. They couldn't get him in. So I would make sure that he was okay. you know, ask him, hey, is it anything we can do for you? And then I would have no problem bringing him in. We're trying to win the Super Bowl. We've seen teams bring in guys at the last minute, the last possible second. We brought in Bruce Irvin last year, Tyson Alu, and the list goes on and on. And we've seen time and time again, there have been people that have been signed during the playoffs, right? So there is no limit. Bring in Clyde Edwards-Helaire, put him on a practice squad, okay? Or have him to the 53. You can keep Jamar Jefferson because somebody might take Clyde. I mean, he's a decent back when he's healthy and, you know, when his mental is good. So I would bring him in, man. Again, we're not going to, I would love if we could put him on a practice squad. That way we can have that 53-man roster open to somebody else. Because don't forget, if we poach a guy from practice squad, we've got to put him on a 53. But I'm telling you what, we got plenty of spots that's opening up. And right now, we only have 3 running backs on the roster. Sione Vaki, Craig Reynolds, Jahmyr Gibbs. Give Jahmyr. Dan Campbell said it today. He said they have to be smart with Jahmyr Gibbs, that they have Craig, they have Vaki, and of course, need be, if they need to bring up Jamar, they could do that as well. So we're not like totally hit, but we are going to lose a lot of power. Clyde can bring us that power. He's healthy. He's fresh. He has not seen a snap this year. You mean to tell me he can't? The Lions have 4 games left minimum. He can't give us 4 games. He can't give us 100. I mean, give us 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? So, like I told y'all, man, we are desperate at this point, and I bring him in a second. So we don't have 4 running backs in the roster. Leave Jamar Jefferson on the practice squad. Nobody's going to bother him. Somebody might take a fresh, healthy, no tread this year, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So I would do that in a heartbeat. Let me know what you think in the comments below. There is not going to be a single person that I don't say that we should sign, because we are trying to make a push. We are decimated on injuries, and it'll be awesome if we get out of the first round or the divisional round, assuming that we got bigger fish. We're still trying to win divisions. We need to win the division first and foremost, guarantee a home game. Then we need to go after that first seed. Right now, if we win out, we got it. If we win out, we got it. Right? We're waiting on the Chicago Bears. That game is probably going on. That game is probably over now, and we'll know what happened there. Hopefully, we can get them to, they're eliminated. We can get them to drop a loss for the Minnesota Vikings. But let me know what you think, man. I would take this guy in a second. Again, want to thank you, everybody, for purchasing anything through an affiliate link. It helps this channel continue to grow, continue to bring more giveaways and things like that, because the channel, the money goes back into the channel to help us to do those things. So speaking of giveaway, we've got a giveaway coming this week. Might as well have something good happen, some excitement, and that will be the Aiden Hutchinson bobblehead. Let me go wide real quick. The bobblehead, the one that was purchased to be given away at $26K. But what do you mean $26K? We hit $27K yesterday, man. I appreciate y'all, but the Aiden Hutchinson bobblehead, limited edition, 1 of 96. I have number 18. I don't know what number you have. I have not opened it. So it's already packed up in a box, ready to be sent out. So we'll be doing that sometime this week. We need some good news and some fun to be had. And then the next giveaway we'll do is at 30. I will be doing for the 3rd time the Villain Lion. That will be up. Maybe I'll do like an infinity light for the 2nd prize and then a helmet for the 3rd one. I think I just talked it into existence. So thank you guys for any purchase that you make, whether it's a link in the description or one of the products that you see on screen. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. That's why I say that so much. Thank you for 27,000. We are on the way to 30. That is the goal before the season ends for the Detroit Lions, is 30K, and hopefully that is Super Bowl Sunday. I haven't lost hope, and I hope you haven't either. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other, and as always, go Lions.